Krishna. So here we are outside number 22 Betterton Street. So this is a not so many devotees know about this place, but this is where the original 6 devotees first came when they came to the UK. That's Malati, Devi, Shamsunda, Yamuna, Gurudas,
Mukunda Maharaj, and Janaki, and of course we can't forget
Saraswati.
So
7 devotees. So this place is, I don't know, how far is it from ISKCON-London?
From the temple it's about I would say 7.5, maybe 10-minute walk at the most.
Yeah, so if you come here
going towards Covent Garden.
Yeah, you can visit it, and definitely should, because it's a holy place, obviously.
And then we got a place in central London, and for a while, and then that place was a fixed up former warehouse. And that place, there was a hippie newspaper in the basement. There was a garage, and we had this funky little vehicle that Shamsundar had got that helped us get around town. And that was in the garage. Also in the garage was our shower.
Okay.
And stove and sink, and also I was living in the garage with my daughter in a cardboard box.
So what was something of importance that occurred here?
Oh, that's my cue. Let's see, I think this is where Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra were carved. Yes, this is where their lordships were carved.
By Shamsundar Prabhu.
By Shamsundar Prabhu.
We're just going to read from this book a little bit. Can you see it? Rancho Prabhu's When the Sun Shines. Highly recommend it if you haven't got it or haven't read it. So, and it talks about what occurred here when they acquired this place. Opposite sat a grim council block. That Betterton House. It is
That
cool.
looks so grim now.
And a laundrette.
Laundrette is still up there, dry cleaner.
Residential buildings extended down either side of the narrow thoroughfare, which was used as a shortcut by taxis crossing from Covent Garden toward Holborn. The ornate Covent Garden market buildings open for business at 2 each morning to supply London's fruits, flowers and vegetables were a few streets away. Drury Lane with its famous theatres and the Royal Opera House was at the end of the street. Betterton Street itself was narrow, admitting little daylight. Only when the sun climbed high in the sky did it reach the devotees' windows, and never during the winter.
When we met the people from International Times, they said they're moving to another building. It's right in this area, High Holborn. And they're moving to Endell Street, and there is a building on Betterton Street, 22 Betterton Street. So they said, go ask the owner if you can live there. And his name was Nigel Samuels of the Samuel Jewelry Fortune. There was no hot water and no heat. And when I tell the extolling virtues of how we did this, some of the devotees said, but Gurudas, you didn't say that there was no heat. But you know, when you're doing devotion for Krishna, all of this is becoming a caress. It's just, you just do it. And we were very austere, but we just did it. So now we had a temple, and we made an altar room, and we, myself and Jamuna and Janaki and Mukunda lived on one floor, separated, and Malati lived in a box, a refrigerator box in the ground floor. And we made a little window for the box.
So it says here, the new temple lifted their spirits. So which means this is considered the first temple, London temple. So the new temple lifted their spirits. It meant they could start and end each day in one another's company. Because previous to that, all 3 couples were split up around London. This is the first time they stayed together. Each morning they could sit together to chant on their beads. To clear the space between them so he could start carving a set of Jagannath deities.
Ooh-wee.
Again, he used reclaimed timber, this time taken from the boat breaking yards of East London's docks. That's interesting. So our Jagannath is an East London boy. At the rear of the building, he fitted out a small kitchen where Malati took charge.
Okay, 22 Betterton Street, Ki Jai. Foundation of ISKCON-London, Ki Jai.
Hi, Rob.